Grand final day, Terry.
Grand final day.
We did it.
And happy grand final day to you.
And bless you, sir. Right back at you. Here we are, sitting at home, thinking this is a beautiful day and a terrible day because there's no more rugby league for a long, long time. But here we are, mate. You messaged me this morning and said, what are you doing at 4 o'clock? I said, I don't know. And here we are, the magic of rugby league.
And we said that we were going to watch the grand final that apparently everybody wanted.
Everybody, you say?
Everybody apparently wanted to watch the Roosters and the Broncos in the NRLW, the team that was undefeated against a team that only lost one game. This is the grand final that everybody wanted.
Is that what the people are saying, or?
No. Evidently, when the NRL tweeted that out today, the first 60 comments were, no one wanted this. No one wants the Roosters in there. I hate the Broncos. I hate the Roosters. And the comments got turned off quite quickly.
Fantastic. The admin of the NRL, do better.
Yeah.
Terry, as the Outlaws admin, I've never turned comments off.
No,
never.
And we never will. We stand by everything we say, usually.
Absolutely right.
Haley's in the chat. Yeah, happy grand final day and good luck later on, Haley. I will not be backing your Melbourne Storm as an early spoiler.
The coin toss.
Into that. We did the coin toss and I ended up with the Brisbane Broncos. So, but I've doubled down on that and I am backing the Brisbane Broncos in the NRLW as well because it came down to a choice of who is my favourite player in the NRLW outside of the Cronulla Sharks. And for those of you playing along at home, my favourite NRLW player of all time is Ellie Johnston, and it won't ever be matched. But it's Tamika Upton. And so I have to back Tamika Upton today on this day. Well, I'm also backing her to win the Karen Murphy medal.
And I'm here supporting the Roosters because I dislike Tamika Upton so much. Nothing personal. It's just her moving to Brisbane created a fun narrative for us to go with, and we will go with that. So, I'm going to go for the Roosters just because don't care who wins. I hate both these teams. I hope it's 0-0 and they kick them both out of the competition and hand it to the rightful owners of this competition, the Cronulla Sutherland Sharks, mate. Thoughts?
Yeah, that would, I think the grand final that everyone wanted would have been Sharks versus the Knights because it's what we got in the Harvey Norman. And like in the Harvey Norman, we would have beaten them. So it's not the grand final that I wanted. However, Haley says that she liked you better. That's because Haley's a terrible judge of character. I'm here. I am a Bronco for the day. And I already feel like an asshole.
Well, that's all it's working, mate. It's kicking already.
Yeah.
So anyone looking to tune in?
Another reason why I want the Roosters to lose this game?
Why, Terry?
Alan Katzman is there, and I want Katzman to lose.
That is exactly why I struggled to pick the Roosters. How shallow. So anyone who's tuning in, we're on KO, and the Brisbane Broncos ladies are just walking out right now. So please feel free to jump in. I think we're about 15 seconds delayed. Let me just go to Channel 9 on the big screen. I got the Koori knockout on the big screen, so if I'm looking up, I'm watching that. What a day for rugby league, just quietly.
Yeah, I don't get into the first day of the Koori knockout. Usually grand final day, apart from 2016, is all about spring cleaning, going through your wardrobe, tossing out your clothes that don't fit you anymore. So that's what I did today. Did a little bit of spring cleaning, and I'll watch day 2 of the Koori knockout tomorrow.
Fair enough. So if you're watching live, Belinda Sharp's on TV. If you're watching with us, the Roosters girls are just running out now. So about 30 seconds behind as I go back to the Koori knockout, so as not to be distracted. 4:30 for those playing along. I believe Ben Barber and Tyrell Sloan are going at it in the semi-final, which will be an absolute cracker.
Mm-hmm. But you know what? There's some really, really good fullbacks on display today, and I want to point out I made a tweet and I stand by it. But Tane Tuapiki is my pick to replace Will Kennedy next year. My God, that kid is amazing.
He was absolutely incredible in the state championship. He wasn't that a fizzer of a game, unfortunately.
Oh, it usually always is. The best game that we've seen recently is last year's game because it was close. Usually the New South Wales Cup teams just destroyed. Of course, Cronulla let everybody down.
Yeah, so Newtown are the last team that lost, and about the only team in about 5 or 6 years. And then before that, we won with the last second kick. So our grand final is literally our grand final rather than the thing is we're just about to see kickoff here.
Yeah, here we go. We've kicked off the NRLW grand final, and what a treasure it is to be here with you. I think it's are my eyes deceiving me? The Broncos are in white and the Roosters are in blue. So there we go. We're 30 seconds delayed. Now, it was nice of our good friend DMT Sharky to let us know that it was one last time to be 90 seconds delayed today. We actually synced up with 30 seconds delayed, mate. 30 seconds. Technology in this day and age for us.
Just for you.
Couple of big outs for the Roosters. Navidi tore her ACL yesterday, and Amber Hall tore her calf muscle against the Sharks and hasn't been able to recover through a week of physiotherapy. So that's two big losses there for the Roosters. And I had a look at the betting odds going into this. They are not the favourites for the game either, Dan.
No, Brisbane are big favourites. Tamika Upton takes the ball. No, I wrote the teams down just because I'm not as familiar with them as I should be. Some of these names I don't know, and I was looking for Amber Hall, so thank you for answering that. That's a legitimate, literal big out for them. Yeah. But look, their centres are world class. Kelleher, Parker, Davis, Strange. They're not down players, but Brisbane are humongous favourite.
The girl, the young lady who's come in for Amber Hall on the bench, it's her NRLW debut, and what a day to make what a game to make your debut. And if you only play one game, and it's the grand final, like how special is that?
It's pretty good effort, but bit funny bounce.
Oh, they've let it bounce.
It's crazy. But no, I'm not going to cry any tears of injuries for the Roosters as much as you don't want to see injuries. This is a team that, there's a reason we call it the Super Team Cup today. And it is good to see them. This needs to be the game of the decade to justify the season. I think it might be, Terry. This is an Origin quality game. Let's hope it lives up to it.
It's Jade Hurd-Egan who's making her debut today.
Ah, gotcha. I legitimately couldn't pick her out of the lineup as they go to the Roosters target. There's a fair few players. It's touched, is it?
Is that touched? No, it's a handover. It's the Broncos' ball. Mia Wood has come in on the wing. She's been on the bench every game for the Roosters this year as well. So she's the one who's come in for Navidi, who, unfortunately, an ACL strain, no good in the captain's run. But as we see, the Broncos probably we're going to get the best of the field position in the first part of the game, Dan.
Yeah, definitely. That mistake there, first one of the game from the Roosters. Brisbane, who have scored an absolute stack of points this year, had the best points differential, evidently. I'd forgotten to check that stat, so I'm going to go with Cooper Cronk on that one.
Yeah, I saw the Roosters' average points were 31.9 and 11.8 against, so they had a 20.1 point differential. I don't know. I didn't see anything about the Broncos. I just saw that when they were interviewing Isabel Kelly earlier. So
that is ridiculous.
Yeah,
the Broncos.
They've had one.
Brilliant defense.
Tackle.
So I think I'm 2 seconds ahead of you, Tara. I'm just going to pause.
Just surges out of nowhere.
Ripper. Looked like there was going to be a try there. But, of course, Brisbane are going to lose. Broughton to the Warriors next season and brought in.
Yeah, they replaced him with the halfback of the year, Jesse Southwell. So
anyone hoping for the downfall. But Cronulla get Caitlin Johnson-Green back next year, get a fully fitted Nessa Biddle, Quincy Dodd, lose Brooke Anderson, but there's enough players in that squad to be the third best team in the comp, especially now that Newcastle have lost their halfback. So that's a positive spin on things.
Well, yeah, they were saying in this Roosters, the Roosters are on a historical NRLW run of 18 in a row, and they've had 3 games in that time of 1 to 12, and 2 of them are against the Sharks.
Yeah, grand final last week.
Yeah, grand final and last week. So, yeah, and I think it was you that mentioned to me that we've lost Brooke Anderson. Is there any rumours of us securing any players or?
No signings. I think they're going to promote from within. Being we just won the Harvey Norman Cup. It's a pretty good.
Yeah, the left edge back row, Samson, she was unbelievable in the last 2 weeks. So another penalty here is what's her name? Belinda Sharp is really stamping her authority on this game.
Her authority. Now, full disclosure, I wasn't watching closely enough to see if that was a relevant penalty. I was looking up at the Kura knockout.
They were 2 illegal strips. They look like it.
Fair enough. Good refereeing and ball shift go right. I think there's a definite speed advantage on the right edge for the Roosters. I think they might go there early and often.
Yeah, and it's normally you say with Isabel Kelly, there's a speed and a power advantage, but she's up against Mele Ufunga, so there's not much of a power advantage there. Definitely a speed advantage. Here we are, the Roosters. Oh, Koenig, I thought she was going to stroll over.
It's a good tackle. Left numbers. Big numbers. Yeah. Oh, good ball. Turn the ball over. Well, there you go. 6 minutes in, no points. Not often you say that about either of these two teams, but they come together.
I loved it. I loved the interview pre-game with Upton.
Wow. Straight through.
Oh no, it wasn't Upton. It was the centre. What's her name? Julie Robinson. Yeah.
What do you make of people thinking she was ripped off the Dally M the other night? I thought it was pretty obvious Upton was going to win it.
Oh, I know people, like lots of people saying, "Oh, she was ripped off," right? On the green carpet before, everyone was like, "Oh, Tamika Upton, you're the favourite to win the Dally M." How was she ripped off? Now, it would have been a mad story if she had won it going from the wing to the centres, and I feel very sorry for her because she got rested for a game and Upton didn't.
Yeah, was the difference. But yeah. Upton won man or lady of the match in the last game, so I don't know if it would have mattered.
Yeah, but I mean, like, if Robinson had picked up the 2 points... Oh, God, that was a shocking pass. If Robinson had picked up the 2 points, you're talking about a dual winner.
Oh, that would have been nice.
Yeah.
I think they got it right on both, the male and females, both best players in the comp.
Yeah, I mean, the whole thing about Tedesco was it wasn't a matter of if he won it, was by how much he won it by, and it was a bit of a landslide, that.
Yeah, I think it was pretty fair, though.
Yeah, but then, absolutely.
Then again, Tedesco, though, okay, he was undoubtedly the most important player for the Roosters.
Yeah.
But could you argue, as we just watched the Roosters, oh, great pickup. As we look, I'm okay with Tedesco claiming the medal because I thought he was the best player of competition. But you can't tell me he had a bigger say on the competition than, say, an Ethan Strange or a Nathan Cleary.
Oh, I think if you move to like the MVP voting in like they do in the NBA, for example, right? Because I don't know how they vote about the NFL MVP, and I know it's usually a quarterback that wins it, right? But usually in the MVP voting in the NBA, the best player on one of the top 3 teams, and so there's 30 teams in the NBA, it's split in 2 conferences, but there's usually like 3 really good teams across the 30, and one player will get MVP. This year, it was between 2 players. It became down between Shea and Nikola Jokic, and I fully believe that because Jesus, my phone is going on here.
Broke about 26 tackles.
Yeah, because the Denver Nuggets lost 28 games and the Oklahoma City Thunder lost 14 games, there was no way that you could give that to Nikola Jokic. It had to be Shea. So I generally believe that, like, if they went to an MVP model, you're talking about, someone like Ethan Strange probably would have won it this year.
Yeah. Well, Nathan Cleary would probably have 4.
Or Isaiah.
Yeah, that's pretty good. That's the problem with the current system. They take points off each other. Although you could argue, as we just wait, see Broncos on the 5th,
That's a pretty
Well,
cool
like the way we
kick.
kick.
A nice flick back inside.
You could argue that Reece Walsh was probably the most important player in the competition, although he just didn't do it enough. So that's going to be good.
See, if you're going for a Bronco, I would have said Payne Haas, because if Payne Haas went down with a leg injury, they were gone.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, so I would say that if you want to go on that, can you say he had a 22 Dalian point better season than the rest of the comp, best in his team? Yeah, look, no, but the problem with the with the Roosters was generally every time they won a game, it was because Teddy was a freak.
Yeah, stats. 22 points is what? So that's 3 man of the match plus another.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think he was
like
22.
When you have a look, when you have a look towards the end of the competition, when the Sharks got on a roll, it was Brayley getting all the points, and that's why he came in at 5th. When you have a look at the Panthers over the years, Nathan Cleary has never won one because their team of superstars take points off each other. There wasn't really anyone for the Roosters to take any points off Teddy. I know Hugo Savala had a good game here and there, and Sandon Smith had a good game here and there, but it was basically just the James Tedesco show.
Yeah, that's the flaw in the system, because Will Kennedy was a form player of the competition the first 8 weeks. Mm-hmm. Brayley was form comp in the final 5 or 6.
Yeah.
And then Tedesco just did enough all season. So, yeah, I don't love the system. He won our zero tackle award, though, by a long way from Payne Haas and Terrell May. I think this is one of the years where it was right. But if Nathan Cleary retires without a Dally M,
I think a lot of the years the Dally M medal is right. I think the only one of recent outrage was Kalen Ponga getting it over Sean Johnson when Sean Johnson had that, absolute magical year, and Ponga just had that insane 8 weeks, and also the Jack Whiten. But I thought Whiten had a good year that year as well, and it was just unfortunate that a lot of people took points off Nathan Cleary. But I don't like the fact that the best player in the competition came from the team coming 8th. Oh, my God, she just got wrecked.
It's funny, you mentioned before Melee had the power advantage over Surges. Watching that break again, she beat her 3 times. Like, she pushed her aside, spun around, flicked her, and then pushed her away on the ground.
Oh, no, it's so Ufunga, she's matched up against Isabel Kelly, but it was Surges that came in for that tackle and got thrown off.
I was going to say, mate, I know this is ridiculous, but I always get those 2 mixed up. Every single time. There's a legitimate that's a great one. Life-size photo of one of them outside Roosters leagues I walked past 9 times out of 10. And I still couldn't tell you who's who.
Oh, Koenig had to let that go.
Both teams have plenty of opportunities here.
Oh, that's a shocking kick.
Oh, awful. I think you're 2 seconds ahead of me somehow. John Strange does the coach head shake.
Yeah.
Yeah, tell you what, the Roosters probably had the slightly better of the running thus far, although I'd say the Broncos probably had the best opportunity.
Yeah, the Broncos have definitely had the best opportunity. Olivia Koenig's gone close twice. The Broncos the Roosters are getting down into good attacking positions off some poor kicks by the Roosters, which we haven't seen in the last couple of weeks. Like Jocelyn Kelleher, Ali Brigginshaw has been kicking the ball so sweetly, but here goes Tamika Upton out of dummy half. She beats one, gets the pass away.
Oh, and a ball.
Did not need to throw that pass, just take the tackle.
Well, Jasmine Strange has done real well, moving from the wing to centre to second row.
Yep, she has, yeah. I think someone said Yasmin Clydesdale started off as a centre and now she's one of the best back rowers in the comp as well.
It doesn't shock me. It's a bit different in the women's game. There's not the huge size differential. It's more the speed. And I think Jazzy's done a – Jazzy sound like I know. Jasmine Strange has done a really good job. That's a rate.
What time have you got on the clock? We're at 20:50.
Yep, done. 20:50.
Yeah, we're a bit delayed here, Paul. It's in big yellow letters. Paul also says Cleary has to do it with a bog average team. Oh, I don't. See, again, if he goes and plays in a bog average team, I don't think he can be the best player in competition because his team's going to be crap unless he takes them to first, which he did in 2020.
It's true. That's the big question of, like, good players are going to be good players, but you put a good player in a bad team, they're okay. Yeah, it's a big argument. I don't disagree. I always say that about the coaches, and I always thought that Wayne Bennett needed a good team, whereas I felt great shot. Sorry, I've got 3 screens on. This is very distracting. I always thought that Melbourne sort of built within a few times. Yeah. I know they had that superstar team, but when they lost all those players, they brought Brian Norrie in and won a premiership. And I really think Craig Bellamy is the best modern day coach because of that. And you're seeing Trent Robinson build within now. If he can get them back to the promised land, he's got a definite argument. And I got to say that there's got to be a try sooner than later. Penrith keep losing all these players and keep rebuilding and keep winning. So, great take from Parker. Yeah.
So with the Storm, right, everyone forgets that they recruited. Yes, they recruited Greg Inglis. Yes, they recruited Cam Smith. They recruited Cooper Cronk. They recruited them as kids. Billy Slater they were all told by the Broncos they weren't needed. So they didn't actually go out and buy these state of origin players. They turned them into these players that they are. Wayne Bennett has always had the advantage when he was at Brisbane of just being in Brisbane. And we're seeing it now with Trent Robinson. But I would argue that it's between Bellamy and Cleary because, Cleary he's got a great nursery and he picks the right players. Mm-hmm. And he just keeps. Yes, there's a player here or there, but Isaiah Papali'i, like West Tigers didn't want him. He puts him on the bench. Good player. We didn't want Scott Sorensen, Scotty Forings. You know what I mean? Like Josh King was a bit bench forward at Newcastle. And look at him now. Yeah, exactly right. And that's the thing with the elite coaches is they like your Robinsons and your Bellamy's and that, they know these types of players. Like they look at a Josh King and go, I could make him something.
Yeah, it's true. There's a punch up on the Curry knockout. We've seen a potential headbutt here.
Beautiful.
They've been flicking players all day, like sending them for 10. It's been really enjoyable.
Mate, she is so good.
She is. Only Inessa Biddle has won a one-on-one with her last year in the prelim.
Yep. Yeah, it's big, powerful center on big, powerful center.
You're absolutely right. The tackle here. 17 minutes to go, and we haven't seen a point scored yet.
You know why it is? It's because I put a multi on this game.
Yeah. Oh, no. Oh! First try here. That's not how I saw the first try being scored. Brisbane Broncos look as though they will lead 4-0 after, I believe it was Bridie Parker dropped the ball. Stone cold.
Well, I mean, she got smoked.
Well.
Yeah, she's in all sorts of trouble here, Bridie Parker. But this comes off the back of Melee's incredible run. Look at her go.
That's twice she's busted the line and set them on their way. I'll get to that in the second poll. I'm just waiting to see how many people sit down in the Curie. I think she's offside.
Well, that's
I think she's offside here. Go back to that high. Yeah, one sin bin. If they go back to the high shot, I think she was in front of the kicker. And there's another sin bin coming here. Is that Will Smith, for anyone watching the Curry knockout, playing in the 6? Yeah, he's gone too. 2 more sin bins, the old BLT. This is old school rugby league, mate.
It's just punches thrown all day there, isn't there?
Absolutely.
A boxing match with a little bit of football.
Yeah, spot on. Yeah, here we go. She's offside. Belinda Sharp does the thing. Beep, 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 beep. And goes to not lean.
No, they're not calling offside. They're calling a knock on.
No, there you go. Who? It's Chris Butler in the thing, isn't it?
Yeah. See, there's a knock on.
Knock on from play. Yeah, knock on both ways.
There we are. Bang. Double knock on. Right. So to answer Paul's question, how much was Bellamy responsible for Munster, Grant, Hughes, and Paps? Hughes had played 2 games, one for the Titans, one for the Cowboys, both at fullback, signed by Craig Bellamy. Pappenhausen was told by the West Tigers that he wasn't needed, signed by Craig Bellamy. Munster was at the Broncos, never got a run with them, signed by Craig Bellamy. Harry Grant was playing Q Cup, was the most sought-after junior in the competition, signed by Craig Bellamy.
Yeah, he's pretty darn good.
Yeah.
But we hate Craig Bellamy because he wouldn't let us interview Harry Grant. So, boo Craig Bellamy.
This is very true.
But apart from that, he's a pretty good coach.
Yeah, for him to look at Jerome Hughes, who played 2 games at fullback, and then turn around and go, I could turn you into one of the best halfbacks in the competition. But he did the same thing with Nico Hines.
Yeah,
he watched Nico Hines playing fullback, and he said, oh, yeah, playing halfback at Manly, playing halfback for the Cowboys in Q Cup, and said, yeah, I'll turn you into a fullback.
He's a pretty incredible coach. So the Bronx will get the ball here, 10 metres out, as Parker went for a HIA.
Mm-hmm. There are so many players like, we turn around and go, oh, Jesus, I'd tap Jesse Ramian on the shoulder, and then you guarantee that if...
Oh, Upton straight
there we are.
That's how I saw the first try being scored.
My girl, she scores. That's the first leg of my multi.
No, there you go. I'm happy for you. Upton just sliced through from 10 metres out. Everyone in the world knew what was happening, the Roosters included, and they still couldn't stop it. Just how good she is.
So she scored. This is now...
Kelleher, awful.
This is now 20 tries in 13 games or 19 in 12, something like that.
Yeah, she's cheat coach. Best player in the game.
Yeah, she is. It's not even close either. She's an incredible footballer.
Yeah, I don't believe it is. I like people are saying how close, Robinson came to toppling her for the Dally M. It would have been an absolute screw job. That's a good point, Haley. We're kind of hate watching this. I love the contest.
Yeah,
it's like two bad guys.
Again, so there we are. She's got 20 tries and 17 try assists, and you're telling me she wasn't the best player in the competition. There
we go. Pretty much sums it. That's just
the other one. Look, Julie Robinson had a great year at centre. I'm not denying that at all. But Tamika Upton should have won the ladies NRLW by the length of James Tedesco.
Spot on. More.
She's so good.
What about a shout out to your good mate Buzz Rothfield, who did his last Saint, Sinner, and Shush this morning?
Oh, he can go get fucked as far as I'm concerned.
There you go. There's a sinner for you.
Yeah. Buzz, I hope you're watching this.
Yeah. Shush, you old prick. Yeah,
yeah, I saw that he retired today, and I just went about my day.
Yeah, I don't think he's retiring. I think he just is not doing that stupid column anymore, which, let's face it, is complete garbage. Because I could say, well, that's a knock on. She Ben Hunted it.
Someone said that he's retiring.
Good. I hope he does. But anyway,
he's retiring from the Daily Telegraph, but he's gracing us with the NRL 360. Someone tweeted that today. Disgusting.
Well, one down, one to go. But Shush, Terry, which player spotted across the road this morning? You'll never know because I'll never tell. Fucking garbage column. Yeah, Mole does that too. What I'm hearing is a player will blah, blah, blah. I'd like to go back over the past 12 months and see, she got straight through too. Ooh, and see how many of those have actually come out. Here you go. Roosters try here would be fantastic.
Yeah, as long as it's the player that I need from the Roosters, I don't care.
Okay. And Luke's in, mate. How was the game?
Oh yeah, it was the Pelicans and the Phoenix. Oh no, Dan, you are right. It is Melee up against Surgis. I've got it wrong.
Yeah, gotcha.
I thought she was up against Isabel Kelly, but she's not. She's up against Surgis, and she's throwing her off like she's a fly.
You mixed them up for once.
I did, yes.
Oh, what? Broncos
Even the best of us get it wrong. Buzz Rothfield's retiring, and I got it wrong. So
there you go. Terry's taking over. Yeah. What? How many minutes does Zion play today, Luke? I saw he got the first half the other day. Sort of tore up and then sat down.
yeah, I think it was very, very similar. In the first quarter, they were up by about 14 or 15 points, and Zion and Trey Murphy were just dunking all over the place.
That's fair enough. Pre-season.
So they won by 35 points.
Mm.
Zion played 15, which is good. To be fair, that's good. Jordan Poole played 17. The rookie Jeremiah Fears played 23 minutes. Hey, Jeremiah Fears, right? He got. Hey Terry, thanks for the invitation to your gun show. It's all right, Scott. Jeremiah Fears took the number 0, and so he has 0 fears on the back, which is just incredible areas.
I like that.
It's absolutely insane. No, it's really like we need more of this down there. The unfortunate thing about when the NBA teams can come out here, our season has started. So our thought now, Daniel with a great question here about Liam Eisen. Now, good mate of ours, Sam Shanazi, sent me a photo of Liam Eisen standing next to Cade Dykes. Now, Cade Dykes stands at 187 centimetres, and Liam Eisen wasn't that far off him. So it might not be the size thing that we're thinking at the moment. Now, Eisen is taller than Reece Walsh before this next growth spurt that he's had. Oh, she knocked that on, did she? No? Of course she didn't.
No,
It's to make her up to him. Yeah, so Eisen's taller than Walsh. He's around about the same size as Ponga. So I don't mind it. After seeing Tane Tuapiki today, though, I really want us to sign him.
It's fair. Now, Will Kennedy remains off contracts. We might see Eisen sooner than later. Now, Chevy Stewart was linked with the club, down doing Sharks things at Northies. I think he's going to go the Dragons, which I'm not too disappointed about.
I'm not disappointed about that either.
He hasn't kicked on the way I thought he would. I was certain he'd be the Canberra fullback and that we would be ruining that one. Sort of like the dickhead centre that we let go. I knew that one would come back to haunt us, but in the end worked out okay, I suppose. But I think we'll see Eisen sooner than later, mate. He's bigger than I thought, and he's wait till we got some stuff dropping in the next 2 weeks about the future stars of Cronulla, and he's definitely right up there. So keep an eye out on that. Luke, I don't know, but Terry said that he's staying on 360 evidently.
Yeah. Unfortunately, it sounds like he's staying on 360.
I feel rough for old.
I love that Dragons fan that got banned from their games. I love his when he goes on Instagram mocking Buzz Rothfield. It's so good. I start saying it. Oh, Braith, they were saying this and they were saying this. Like, shut up, Claude.
Yeah. Ooh. That's not a bad shout, Haley. I fully expect Kennedy to be re-signed for a year and start the season. But
hey, did you see that Will Kennedy has been? It said that Will Kennedy's about to sign with Rebel Rugby.
Yeah, see, I think good on him. If he gets a 2-year deal there on big money, he's deserved that, and I'm not going to miss him too much. Full disclosure, no, not through anything that he's done wrong. I just think that we've tried and tested that, and it's time to move in another direction. But good on him. I hope that happens. Yeah, we'll talk about that Rebel tomorrow on Outlaws too.
Yeah, Braith has grown on me as well. Yeah, the rest of them. Yeah, we need Braith and Aston, me and Dan on NRL 360 for it to be any good.
Absolutely. I like Sean Johnson. I think Kieran Foran's been amazing, and I loved Izzy Katoa the other day. He was fantastic.
Yeah. Come on, go out wide.
Oh, no. Did she take her out then? Haley said that he was interested, but they weren't. That wouldn't shock me because if they're signing players like Will Kennedy. Oh, great defense there from the Bronx.
Jesus, this Broncos team, they're going well.
So Will could be.
I would love this, right? I would absolutely love the Roosters to go on an undefeated season and then just bottle the grand final.
Oh, yeah, be scoreless.
Yeah, Like lose 40-0.
Yeah. Oh. Well, don't forget, the Sharks had him last week until Liam Kennedy bailed him out, and I'll never get over that.
He bailed him out twice.
He did. And you notice a few of the larger names in the space were quick to point out, I thought the Roosters were very lucky.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I still haven't seen a shot of that ball on the ground.
No, there is none. Not saying we were cheated, but if that happened to the Panthers, Josh Robbo head would have exploded.
Fuck, I wish it happened then so his head would explode, the prick. The Broncos are just marching up the field on this. That post-contact meters there must be about 40. What happened to Amber Hall? She was unstoppable. She tore her calf muscle against us. Hasn't been able to get back.
Oh, so Parker's still not on yet. Did she get ruled out, or is she still HIA?
No, but she's got the HIA, and it was 15 minutes. So yeah, she's probably still in.
Must be close. Is anyone watching the?
Yeah, she's on the screen now.
Okay, that's good news.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like Newcastle are going to go through over Newcastle in the Curry knockout.
Newcastle beating Newcastle.
Yeah, the knock-on Roosters. Surge is having an absolute stinker, which I'm not unhappy to see.
No.
Oh, humongous head high. This is quality. I love this. The siren's gone. People high-fiving.
I'll put the Curry knock on my phone so we can watch it together as well.
So anyone coming up next, Ben Barber is playing against Tyrell Sloan. Barber playing for the back-to-back champions. I can't remember their name. I am terribly sorry.
What channel is it on?
It's on Fox 507, I think. Otherwise, it's on NITV on normal. Broncos go right. Tell you what, if they score here, 10-0 is going to be a tough to overrun against Brisbane.
Especially the way they're defending.
Big time.
Is little Christy Sando playing? I think he's in jail.
Yeah, I don't think Sando's there, and I think you know that. I was watching some of the old grand finals last night, and Craig Field was absolutely incredible for Manly. I
saw you put the picture up of the Manly fullback who used to look at the post and look at the ball 7 times. Shannon Nevin, what a player he was. There we are.
Brisbane. That could be it. Yeah, he was great. He had a funny kicking style. It was funny though, because during the game I counted about 25 incorrect play the balls and about 15.
How good? I still remember how good's the Mark Carroll one where he kicks it forward about 15 meters and then they penalise him and then Andrew Johns has the shot from like 40 out.
Yeah, and then he misses. Yeah. Old school rugby league. Yeah, it looks like we did break the Roosters. Reach out. Yep, brilliant work.
Confirmed. What are we expecting tonight? I think a one-sided scoreline to the Storm. Look, all week long, I've had it in my head that Melbourne are going to win this game, but I've just got this feeling we're getting a generational performance from Payne Haas tonight.
Yeah, I tipped Brisbane a couple of months ago. I'm going to stick with it. I think they'll win a really, really, really close one. I think tonight's going to be a cracker. Last year kind of fizzed out, but not because of the lack of the game. It was the lack of angles in the bunker that had everyone pissed off about that Jack Howe try that never was. Mm-hmm. I think that kind of ruined the night for me on the back of us getting robbed in the girls' game. So I'm hoping for a more exciting game tonight, but I think that was just my bitterness taking over. As Brad Tye leads the Newcastle Yowies into the semis in the Curry knockout. This is so much fun. I wish they'd hold it at Redfern so we could go.
Yeah, so I remember Brad Tye. He was at Newcastle many, many moons ago. And he was linked with Cronulla heavily when we had no centres. We had like Ben Pomeroy and I think it was David Simmons. And obviously the Microsoft Teams wasn't invented back then. So this is a story from way back when that Shane Flanagan was trying to sign. Oh, sorry, Ricky Stewart was trying to sign Brad Tye, and the meeting dates got mixed up. So Brad Tye turned up the day before for the meeting, thinking that was the meeting time, and we didn't turn up. We thought it was the day after, and then Brad Tye went to Penrith and signed for Penrith. There's a little bit of.
Yeah, I was shocked you didn't come up, Haley. But when I saw the prices of grand final tickets, I'm not shocked. Just quietly, they were a bit. Yeah, I think the Broncos pack is pretty heaps better. But I just something about the Storm, man. If the best players play their best game, Melbourne win. It's as simple as that. But it's going to be so good. It's funny how many, like Brad Tye, as Luke said, good shot. So many good players in this Curry knockout. It's so much fun. George Rose went for what he calls a run early too. He's a big dude. But it's good to see.
Yeah, as Luke said, I liked Brad Tye as well. And I especially wanted him at Cronulla, and then he ended up at Penrith, and that really hurt us because then we had a few more years of that spud Ben Pomeroy and some other disgraceful centres that just, my God.
Yeah, it wasn't a great time to be a Sharks fan, but
Matt Wright, Jonathan Williams.
Oh. Yeah, that was Wolfman's brother, wasn't it?
Hot Dog. The man with the biggest shaft in rugby league.
That's right. It was quality.
What, his shaft?
Well, it was funny because my now ex-wife, when we first started going out, we were at a Manly game. She's like, I danced with that guy a couple of weeks ago at the Stain, and told me a story that I probably can't tell on an open platform like this. But yes. I apologise that you had to see her the other night, Terry. It's on me.
No, it was worth it to get Chelsea and Bryson here.
Thank you, mate.
Can't get the smell out of my house of Chelsea and Bryson, but they were here.
Had a great time, mate.
Yeah, great time. Terrible result in the game.
It was, but I'm glad I watched that with you guys rather than at home. So I think I would have been a lot shittier, if that's a word.
Absolutely. I'm glad I didn't have to watch that alone. I remember, is it 2023 when we lost to the Roosters in week 1? Trista and I had booked a weekend away up in Queensland, and all during the week it was said that we were going to get the 4:00 game. So we booked a gold class event to watch the Equalizer with Denzel Washington, the Equalizer 3.
Yeah.
And had to watch that in the cinemas. And when, Sam Walker kicked the field goal, I was just in the cinemas in a quiet cinema, and I just went, fuck. And the guy next to me like, I kicked the field goal.
That game, I just looking at the sides. Ben Barber's playing.
Oh, she's offside.
Yeah, that's probably the least I've ever enjoyed a final because we were tearing them to shreds and it should have been 30-0. And then we went right instead of left. And I recorded that podcast where I swore more than ever. And someone got one of my vent tweets that I don't really mean and put it in that fucking disgusting punters and dribblers excuse for a group. And I was getting messages for weeks. Oh, you don't know rugby league. Anyone who's in that group's a fucking idiot. How's that? See you in the group.
Yeah.
More like punters and dickheads.
I actually think who's been your best on ground? Because I'm going to say Melee at the moment.
Ufanga, mate, made 2 huge busts, and she's completely shut Surges down, which you'd take any day of the week, especially grand final day.
Yeah, Melee for me as well.
Upton's been pretty damn
Tamika Upton, apart from the try, has been shut down. Ali Brigginshaw's been all right.
It's like half time, 12-0.
Half time, 12-0 to my Broncos.
There you go. Disappointing first half for those of us hoping for a Broncos loss. I don't really care, just quietly, but
Someone tweeted it. Someone tweeted earlier today that if Brisbane teams go 0-3, they have to hand the Origin Shield back, and I thought that was pretty good.
That game was a fizzer, the Salo, wasn't it?
Yeah, but as you said, like they genuinely are. You know, if the New South Wales Cup teams just turn up, they're genuinely. I remember the worst one was when the PNG Kummels won Q Cup, and they had to travel from PNG into Brisbane to play their grand final, and then they went back home and they had to work for a week, and they just got on the piss for a week, and then they came out and played St George, and they got beat like 54-12, and they were all hungover. You could tell it. Like 5 minutes into the game, they were begging for a ciggy and a water, mate. They were done.
Was it 2016 where St George whacked Burleigh? Because we got off. We were walking through, and I'm just trying to think exactly. It was early in the afternoon. We got the bus in, and we walked through. And I'm pretty sure it was the Burleigh bus were there, and we were like, "Hey, go on, boys!" And they'll be like, "We can't get through 80 minutes. Let's just fly back home." They were laughing. I can't remember the exact circumstances, but
sorry, it was that's the one I'm thinking of. It was Burleigh against Illawarra 2016, and then Penrith beat the PNG Hunters the year after.
That's it. They were we saw them going through. And we're like, "How are we going to go today, boys?" And they'd be like, "We'd be lucky to get to 80 minutes. We're all still fucking partying." Their grand final was obviously the week before. Luke makes a good point here. Cleary won a grand final. Well, it does for the Cleary family, I suppose, technically. So yes, but I'll tell you what, I really, 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 really miss Sam Healy.
Yeah. Now, when the state championship came, where'd Dan go?
I'm here.
He's disappeared. Yeah, I'll take this. I'll take this opportunity to drink break as well.
Absolutely, Bossy. If you're watching, I'm grabbing your lemonade. Yeah, nice and healthy for the kids watching at home. Sugar free. Sprite, if you're watching, hook us up. Yeah. We are. So it looks like Walgett, I believe, with Ben Barber. They're the defending champions. It's great fun. Need more screens. You're damn right, Luke. I'm going to go when he gets back too.
Just going back to the state championship, when it first came out, when it was first introduced, the Q Cup had loads of money and they had all the good players, and they won the first two, and then the funding got pulled, and all of a sudden New South Wales just went mental and won like 6 in a row. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 before Cronulla/Newtown decided that they would just go ahead and lose the game.
Yeah, that was Sam Stone Street scored 3 tries and then got HIA in the last 10 minutes. He's there, we win that game. But, you can't play what ifs. Newtown, I'm reliably informed, had a big week beforehand. So I dare say that next time we go back, I think they take it a bit more seriously. And let's face it, it doesn't really matter, but on the day it does. If you're playing, you want to win.
The 2 times we've been there, we've made it unnecessarily closer than it's had to be.
Yeah, big time. Yeah, we were so much better than Burleigh. But the thing is, you look at today's New South Wales Cup team, and half that side played first grade for the Warriors. Like Tanner Boyd's played 100 and something game or whatever it is games of first grade. No, he's not a superstar, but at that level he certainly is. And then you look at the Burleigh team, and other than the former Sharks centre, I didn't know any of them.
Have a look at these scores.
Yep.
54-12, 42-18, 42-18, 20-16, 44-10, 42-22, 20-18. Guess the 2 games Newtown were in.
Well, the close too. That's good. What when did we win it last? 2018?
2019.
As either Terry or I have dropped out here. Yeah,
Oh, are you there?
it's always me.
Are you there?
No. Hey, Terry's back. Yeah, we won it in 2018, right?
2019.
2019, yeah. So what was that? Another Melbourne? Who was the grand final that night? Because I was that
Roosters Canberra.
That's right. Because I remember being really shitty, and then really, really happy, and then I couldn't care less what happened after it. Hey, Sam's here. So make sure you check out that it's. Are you covering it, Sam? I'm sure you are. Which is
he's not. He's on the beers. I asked him if he wanted to do this game. You were my second choice.
Oh well. Second. But welcome, Sam. Legend, mate.
Yeah, Sam's tipped both the Brisbane teams. So have I, Sam.
Yeah, I've Roosters in this, Brisbane in the late one. Don't care about either. Full disclosure. Hey, they're bringing the Holden Cup back, aren't they?
They want to. I don't know if they are.
It's tough. I think you start seeing teams take a little bit more seriously. But I like the setup the way it is because Cronulla are pretty good. But I think for the quality, I think it's better if it goes back the other way. What we're talking about.
My issue is here's my issue. Is that the SG ball caps you at under 17s or under 18s, right? Toyota Cup caps you at 20. You couldn't play if you're above 20. Mm-hmm. And Fleggy's caps you at 22.
Yeah.
When they scrapped Toyota Cup and brought Flegg back, you're getting these 18-year-old kids like Riley Pollard and Preston, and I'm rattling off a whole heap of Sharks players here that have to go from playing against 18-year-olds to playing against 22-year-olds. Mm. So I think there's like the gap disparity is like really big, but then if you take Flegg away, they're going from 18 playing against 20, and then you go 20 playing against men.
Yep.
So what do you do? I think you've got to keep Flegg and introduce the Toyota Cup as well.
Yeah, fair enough. I like the idea of like Cronulla playing against the Brisbane Flegg age groups. I think that'll improve that quality, but I like it the way it is because we're seeing a lot of players like Michael Gabriel could have played Flegg this year, but he's playing New South Wales Cup.
So and he can play Flegg next year.
Yeah, so you can get the choice. So I vote for leave it, but I would like to see a nationalised competition of that. I don't know if that's possible, but that's what it is. But talking about New South Wales Cup, next year, now I know we said this last year, but that Newtown team, if they stay fit, and it's a huge if because that never, ever happened, undefeated premiers, you heard it here first.
Yeah. It's the same for anyone, though. Like, if the Warriors stay fit, they're hard.
Yep.
If Penrith go out bush and find another 500 Avengers, they're going to be hard to beat.
Melbourne have got their own team next year, don't they, in New South Wales Cup?
They do.
Well, they're going to be a worry. Who ages out of Flegg? I think McCulloch.
Yep. McCulloch and Couch.
Yeah. And both played a lot of New South Wales, Couch especially played New South Wales Cup. And I think I'll be shocked if you see Far Tilly play Flegg again. I don't think he ages out, but I just think that you'll see him.
He's got one more year.
I think he'll do Gabriel and go straight to New South Wales Cup. Because don't forget, we got Challenger.
Michael Gabriel's got 2 years left of Flegg.
He's insane. He'll play first grade next year.
Riley Pollard's got 3.
So you got both Challengers, Camilleri. I think Taj Ford will play New South Wales Cup. Pollard can play either, but I think he'll play New South Wales Cup.
Yeah,
I don't know.
he'll play in the. I reckon Pollard will go into New South Wales Cup next year as the 6.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, so
And
that way,
puts,
if anything happens with Trindle, he's the next one up.
yeah, and I think that puts Rajab on ending his career just quietly.
I think he's gone back to Parramatta. I think he's signing with Parramatta, Rajan.
What a shame. No, he was very, very good for last year. I mean to take the piss.
Now, North Sydney were aligned with Melbourne in 2024. I don't know if the Perth Bears are going to have a direct correlation, but I do know when they play in Sydney, they're going to train at North Sydney. That's as far as I know.
That'd be cool because the Bears aren't associated with anyone next year. Wouldn't shock me to see them the year after.
Yeah. The only thing is, though, if you're part of the 30-man squad for the Bears and you don't make the game day and then you've got to fly from Perth to New South Wales for a game. Anyway.
Well, it's going to be tough, but they're going to need a reserve grade team. They can't play in WA. Langford strike.
Who scored? Haley confirmed that North Sydney were with the Storm this year as well. I didn't realise they were with the Storm this year as well.
Yeah.
I knew they were last year because when we beat them in the grand final, there were a whole heap of Storm players, yeah.
I like those setups. Like, if Newtown cut from Cronulla tomorrow or vice versa, obviously I'd be a Sharks fan, but I'd still have, Newtown in the heart.
Yeah.
But in saying
that, I like the idea of it in theory, but when you see, so just some of the things like with the Newtown Sharks thing, like I don't know, our players like get pushed to other positions because they had their own, shitty winger Matt Evans that had to play every week, and you're like, oh, fucking hell, that.
Yeah, they all train together, and that's why on game day they always go to the Jets side. There was a Jets side and a Sharks side, and the Sharks side had all the future first graders. The Jets players had you and me on the side, and they go that way a lot. There's a lot of frustrations about it, but I think it's worked extremely well.
Yeah, we've got. You can't complain. We've been with them now since I think about 2017, and we've got 2 premierships. That's a good return on investment.
Absolutely. And when you look at how many Sharks played for Newtown, it's almost all of them.
Eels and Mounties was crap.
Although didn't we beat Mounties in that grand final?
No, we beat the Eels in the grand final. We beat Mounties the week before.
Was it?
Was it? We beat Wentworthville in the grand final.
That's it, Wentworthville.
Yeah, we beat Wentworthville in the grand final. We beat Mounties in week 2.
Yeah, that was the year we came 8th and won it.
Yeah, we came 8th and Wentworthville came 7th.
Yeah, insane. Just shows you when you get your players back. Because that game had about 8 first graders genuinely from each side. Yeah, it was a huge crowd out there too, about 5,500.
Tim Manor, captain Wentworthville.
Yeah, it was insane.
But I remember the tables turned for Newtown the minute Toby Rudolph got back into the squad.
Yeah, we won 8 in a row or something.
Yep, he didn't lose a game for Newtown.
Incredible, what a man! Nor will he ever. Because remember, he got dropped to Newtown and we flogged the Dragons.
Correct.
On the back.
I don't think Toby Rudolph has ever lost a game for Newtown.
Incredible. Well, we should have played him in the semi.
Should have.
Still can't believe. If we get through week 1, well, anyways, you can't play woulda, shouldas.
Yeah. Mounties were also at one point in time involved with Canberra because I believe that's where we signed Royce Hunt from. Mounties.
Whoa!
What game are you watching?
The Curry knockout. There was a try for your life and a huge try-saving tackle. No, it's a high tackle. Well, that's got to be a penalty try then.
All right. I'll continue to carry this as I always do.
Completely fair. It's just so much. It's a festival of rugby league. It's like the best day on the calendar. And then tomorrow you get the Curry knockout, and then on Tuesday it's all over. Are we going to watch the Ashes?
Yeah, look, I don't think I'll be able to do a live cast because if I'm down here screaming at the TV at 3 a.m., Mrs. probably won't be happy.
Oh, sounds like
It doesn't look like the Roosters fullback passed it. Oh, no, there she is, yeah. But the 6 was at fullback just then.
Yeah, Baxter's playing fullback.
Yeah. But Bridie Parker did come back. Maybe Bridie Parker's now playing there. Jesse Raymond's in his right level here.
I haven't noticed him, but to be honest, I haven't really been watching.
Jess Surges is having an absolute stinker.
She is. The Wayangroos, I remember them.
Yeah.
It's a good shout. Standing next to Jamie Soward. He's Sowy's a regular on zero tackle now. He's been fantastic. Great dude.
So we Paul and I in 2011 could have been 2011, could have been 2010. Cronulla played, we were Cronulla, we were standalone at the time, and we played Wentworthville at Wentworthville. We went down and watched it, and we gave Wentworthville an absolute hiding that day. Carl Faliga was playing left centre. So in the first half, we were into him, right? We were in, and a young Nathan Stapleton absolutely tore Carl Faliga to pieces. And Paul got really, really lippy. Ramirez was there as well. Paul got really lippy at Carl Faliga. We were spraying him left, right, and centre, right? Anyway, in the second half, there was an injury to the Parramatta right centre, so Carl Faliga had to come to right centre. So he was right in front of us again, and we were giving him an absolute gobful. And the next minute, like 30 of his family members came over, and they were ready to kill us. It happened as well. Paul and I went to Bathurst in 2014, and we watched Cronulla versus Penrith up in Bathurst, and Paul just one random outburst gave Jamal Idris an absolute mouthful, and Jamal Idris's mum started swinging at him. So good.
Can I take you guys anywhere?
No, I can't. No, you cannot take us anywhere. Ooh, especially to Canberra. Paul down in Canberra was absolutely unreliable. Had some good road trips.
Yeah. Never got into a punch up at the New South Wales Cup, I have to say.
No, I never got. It wouldn't have been a punch up either. We would have just got killed.
Yeah, 30 on 1 or 2 makes
sense. Yeah, me, Paul, and Ramez against Carl Faliga's family was not going down well. Oof. No,
quality. I'm looking forward to getting out to a game or two at the Jets next year. Henson Park. It's not a fighting venue though; it's a loving venue.
Yeah, I think next year I want to pencil in the Beer, Footy, and Food Festival. I haven't done one of them before.
We went. Oh, great ball! Look forward. We went a couple of years ago, and when we beat the Bulldogs, and Sione Katoa scored a hattie, including a 100-metre breakaway try, and you got Cleve and Ron and I were there going ballistic. And we're all cheering and having a great time. And all the hipsters are like, oh, is the football still on? I was like, oh, you sons of bitches. Great day, though. Humongous crowd.
Hoping to be there for the Beer, Footy and Food Festival if it doesn't clash. Even if it does clash, Haley, your team wins every week. Just come up.
Yeah, come on. Don't be like that. Well,
what are you going to do? You're going to go to Amy Park and watch them beat South Sydney by 60? No, get up there, get on the beers, have a Newtown snack pack.
Henson
Happy Meal.
Yeah, well, when it comes out, well, let's pencil that one in. Anyone that wants to go.
Every game here in Campbelltown. Look, yes, no.
As someone who lived in Kearns for 6 months, represent.
No, Sam Breville and I went out and watched the Bulldogs and the West Tigers out at Campbelltown on a Thursday night in the NRLW. I think it was round 2. It was round 2 because the next day, on the Saturday, the next day we went and played the Dolphins, And then on the Saturday, Cronulla and the Raiders played, and we beat the Raiders 50-6. Surges, she's away.
I'm just getting your Surges now.
Terry, you've come to my work and you wanted a Lakers Westbrook jersey. I did, and you didn't have it. So that's your fault. You didn't get a sale that day. I hope you got fired.
So I'm at 29.25, Terry. I don't know. You must.
I'm about 10 seconds in front of you. Hang on a second.
Hold on. Sam, if you're still watching, I am logged into your KO2. Sorry, mate. I just realized. But I'm not going to log out. So.
Do you know what the thing is? I've got Sam's KO login as well.
If you can't get in, Sam, give us a yell, mate. I'll log in.
No, you won't.
That Alex 12 thing was great. We were at Guy Me a Pub watching some band. Solo just had a nil all draw. I remember it well. And the band was on, and we were all cheering because Twal had scored, and everyone was like, what are these guys on? Moments.
Yeah.
You remember where you are in the big moments, eh? Like Alex 12's first try.
I remember. I'll tell you the one that I remember the most was Bryce Gibbs' only try for Cronulla down in Canberra. I was at that game, and Ben Ross had the line open, and it was like Ben Ross's last regular season game. And he was never going to score another try ever, but he just had the line wide open. He passed the ball to Bryce Gibbs, and the CWSC went nuts, mate. We went absolutely ballistic.
What a man. God, those were fun.
Yeah, it's always nice. It's always nice when you see, like, players that don't normally score a lot of tries score. Like, I remember, like, I was at home watching the game against the Titans, but when Colhoun scored, that was like, you kind of go, oh, geez, I wish I was there.
Absolutely. The Hoon.
The Hoon. How many zeros has he got in his name now? I've never played a bad game.
Several. Oh, yeah, he missed that tackle. I took one off for the missed tackle in the prelim.
Look, that's fair. That's fair. Was a shocker. This game's fizzled out.
It's not as much fun as I thought it would be.
No, this is what happens when the two superpowers collide. It's shit.
Yeah, last week was the grand final again, much like Cronulla Brisbane last year, although the grand final ended up being really good because Cronulla scored about 40 unanswered points.
Yeah, Sharks versus Newcastle at 11 o'clock today would have been heaps better.
Absolutely.
Oh! Did she pull her hair then?
No.
No?
No.
You leave Tamika Upton alone.
Although she is fixing the ponytail, so maybe. This game really needs a Roosters try, eh?
Yeah, from Isabel Kelly.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Yeah.
I'm at the point where I don't care. So, come on, Isabel Kelly, whichever one you are.
Whichever centre.
No, same deal, Luke. I think 2 more years, then you'll see Penrith and Souths.
Yes, that is correct. In 2 more years, you will see Penrith and Souths. 2027.
That'd be good. Look, we're probably going to see these two in the grand final again next year. Maybe Cronulla can cause the upset. Newcastle drop right back. So I don't know. Maybe I should stop being so harsh on that move from Southwell. This is about 96 knock-ons. Yeah, when you start seeing the first group of like the stars retire and you see the next group come through, I think you're going to get a really, really good competition.
Yeah, Look, fingers crossed. I think if you get another 3 years of this, you might as well just end it.
Mm-hmm. Cronulla are the best chance, let's be honest.
And I know they say, I know the Roosters girls turned around and said, if they find a way to get rid of us, we'll just go on strike. Well, that's fine. Get out of the comp.
Yeah, I would have let them go on strike, eh? Like, legitimately, I would have said, okay, let's see, put money where the mouth is. My great concern is that if these teams go through undefeated again next year, obviously one of them's got to win that game, they play each other, then you're going to start seeing people drop off, then the money's going to drop, and then you're going to hear them complain about the rev share, et cetera, and then players are going to leave for the sevens again. So Almost interception. I think Cronulla will be the third best team next year. Newcastle are going to drop way off. The Titans they're going down. Parramatta
Cowboys
Tigers,
are okay.
Cowboys had a really good season.
The Bulldogs
should be better. Their juniors that are coming through are Wooshka. They'll be good in 2 or 3 years. So there's hope, yeah. But it's down to our Sharkies. What can I say?
Yeah, if that Bulldogs team that won like 3 games in a row by 90 points in the Tasha Gale, the minute they get into the NRLW, they'll be pretty good.
It's true. So there's no hard cap in that.
Oh, here we go. Righty Parker.
Go Parker.
Pause.
Try time. Game on. There's no hard cap in that. Like Isabel Kelly's worth say $1 million. She's not, but like let's say. You can't have like Cronulla offer $1 million and the Bulldogs offer $1 million. The Roosters can re-sign on $100,000 because there's no value on these players yet, and because the cap's so small, you can't offer them money where they have to move. And a lot of them have jobs. It's as simple as why would you go from like the Roosters, where you're not going to win next year for like $10,000 more? When you got to travel each week because you got to work during it's just unfortunate the way it is. Like I get it, and I got the shits with it because it sucks as a football fan. But in reality, there's nothing they can do just yet. The only way they fix it.
I think the NRL being $1 billion organisation, they needed and again I'll revert back to the WNBA on what they did. Is they need to just put their money where their mouth is and take a loss for a couple of years, but turn all the girls professional.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, and just turn around and say, like, there's a cap. We'll hard cap it, like, the best player in the comp is Tamika Upton, say she's worth $300,000 and go from it around there. But until they make it a professional organisation where these girls don't have to have a second and third job to bail them out of their weekly living, if they can go and earn $100,000 playing rugby league, then you'll start seeing, like, the good players going elsewhere. You'll see more teams come into it. You'll see, better promotion. So how's the game going? It's a bit of a fizzler, this game. Kelleher nails that. Game on.
Game on. You're 3 seconds ahead of me, Terry. I think the best way forward is to play each other twice, play a 20-round competition or a 22-round competition, whatever it is. I'm not good at maths. Home and away. I think they have to work out a way. I love the Sunday afternoon game, like the 6 p.m. game. That was great. They have to have games that you can get to, but they're accessible. Like I think a Monday night football would be humongous, but they would have to be Sydney teams versus Sydney teams every single week. Otherwise, you just couldn't until it becomes full-time. But yeah, if this gets to, I think 12 teams is a sweet spot right now. 14, I think, probably ideal in a couple of years. 28 rounds or whatever that works out, 26 rounds. Then you're talking enough revenue generated, enough TV revenue. Then you can talk paying these girls full time. Definitely 100% it's happening though.
Did you see Angel Reese on her podcast turn around saying, "Oh, we want an equal share of the WNBA revenue," and then so they got the accountant of the NBA. They got him on there, and he said, if you guys want to be paid per game as to what it generates, you would have to pay $8,600 to play every game.
Yeah.
Every single player would have to pay $8,600. He goes, the league isn't that much of a loss. You'd have to pay $8,600 per player to play the game. And she was just like, yeah, maybe I'll just take my money and go.
Yeah, spot on. Look, it is what it is. But I watched that Reebok show the other day with Shaq on it. I don't know if you've seen it, about the shoes. Just 6 series on Netflix, really fun. He's just he signed that Dink bloke, Dink Pate or whatever his name is, the young G League player, and then Angel Reese and a couple of others. That was really fun, but evidently,
I haven't seen that. I'll have a look at it. There's the starting 5. Season 2 is coming out. That'll be all about Shea Gilgeous-Alexander, so I'll be watching that. Clothing optional. Yeah. Angel Reese makes Jesse Ramian look smart.
Yeah, she was on the show, and I don't know. She's very confident. I like the confidence. 22 rounds. I agree. They play each other twice. I would love that. Cronulla.
Look, was a mistake.
Cassie Staples was second in the Player of the Year voting for Cronulla, so she's not going anywhere.
I
love Georgia Ravix. Like, love Georgia Ravix, but she blows so many tries.
She scores a lot.
She does. If she scored as many as she had opportunities, we'd win the comp every year. So, Georgia, if you're watching, I love you. Please.
I don't know how when the top three players, like take Jada Taylor out for the 3 games she played, our top 3 players this year were Emma Veron, wasn't close, Ellie Johnston, and Georgia Hanaway.
Yep, spot on. I don't know, Paul. It's just last forward was she attacking wise. Cassie Staples is great. She just can't catch.
Yeah,
which sucks for the winger.
Yeah, she cannot catch a high ball at all. And I'm so surprised that the Roosters just did not attack her once last week.
Yeah, she made 4 errors that led to tries in the grand final last year. And I don't mean to turn this into a bashing session. You got to take every opportunity where you can find it. She's shot.
She scored.
Nice, she's try time. Whoa, this game's turned.
The Roosters right back in this.
You're not wrong here, Luke. The NRLW needs that rivalry. The problem is you don't have the college here. I don't know where it comes from. I think the Roosters and Broncos can be it, but it just kills the game outside.
For a few years, it was who was better between Tamika Upton and Tegan Berry, and then Tamika Upton just went, "You're not in my league anymore." Gasly has said, "You guys see Will Kennedy linked with R360." We've already spoken about that. Haley said that Will Kennedy was interested, but they're not interested in him.
This could be a knock on here.
No.
Hopefully get him on. I want this given. So we are 30 seconds behind in case you can't read. I don't know if my circle thing works there. But anyways, shout out to everyone who's tuned in too. Legends.
She scored. Yeah, thanks for spending your afternoon with us two degenerates. We really appreciate it.
It's fun.
It is fun as we're getting down to the business end of this, and I'm. Oof. Are they going to take that off of her?
I don't think so. She's a supporting player, so that's fair go.
Yeah.
This is what I'm worried about. The ball's she's got a hand on it. No, I'm okay with that. Give it Butler, you prick.
Confirmed.
Yeah, oh, beauty. I just feel like Kennedy's going to sign a 1-year deal at Cronulla. That's the feeling I get. If Liam Eisen hadn't missed 12 months or almost 12 months of football with that ACL in the round 1 or 2, whenever it was, I think he's ready to go. I'm really high on Eisen for my own sake, but also the fact that Fitzgibbon gave him that run.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, look, if you're talking about fullbacks, we don't have big money. I was coming around to the fact of signing Jai Gray, and then I saw that he's getting $1 million a year to go and play Rebel Rugby. So scratch that one out. A lot of people are high on Trey Fuller. I'm not particularly he's got speed to burn, but my God, if you think Will Kennedy can't tackle, you would fucking hate Trey Fuller for a year. The Dolphins get him for 3 or 4 games at the back end of the year and they complain about his defense. Imagine if we had to do that for 27 rounds. I'm all about Tane Tuapiki.
Yeah,
go and get Tane Tuapiki.
He's real good. Who's the young fullback for Melbourne? He sort of fell off a cliff a little bit. Yeah, I was so high on him, but it seems he's fallen away. I think Pappenhausen is going to that 360. I think he's going to be a superstar throughout the season. Yeah,
So Tane Tuapiki is the same height and a little bit heavier than Liam Ison.
Yeah, let's get him. Either of those two I'd be happy with.
Mm-hmm.
I think we need more attacking spark from our fullback.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's fair.
I want to say this. Olivia Koenig has really turned this game in the last 7 or 8 minutes. Her runs and her offloads. She's incredible.
Log a ball? No, well up. Yeah, see there, that makes sense. Sewer will go to fullback for Melbourne. That's frightening. Pappenhausen should go.
Here we go.
Try time. Oh, the Roosters lead. Wow.
This game has turned on its head.
Big time.
Yeah, R360 signing players who haven't played rugby in ages still baffles me. It's Saudi money.
Yeah,
like Darwin Núñez missed 400 chances for Liverpool, and he got 700 grand a week to go and play soccer over there. They don't care. Money's nothing to them.
No, it's literally limitless. They're paying like $100 million to get WrestleMania over there, and it generates about $10 million. It's nothing to do with value.
They've just started a basketball league over in Saudi Arabia as well. And the Sydney Kings won 2 championships a few years back. And there was a guy on there named Makur, a big, tall Sudanese guy. And he played a really, really good role for the Kings. Went over, signed a 10-day contract with the Washington Wizards. The Wizards just turned around and went, no, like he's absolute garbage. He's playing over in this basketball competition in Saudi Arabia, earning more money than the NBL combined, and he stinks. Like, he'd hardly make my Monday night team.
Haley's bang on there. It is sports washing. They've been doing it for years with the boxing and the wrestling.
Yeah. Yeah, she's nailed it again.
Oh, what a kick. It's frustrating because you want to support these events, but you don't for obvious reasons. So
yeah, and Haley's right with the sports washing thing. That's why like the Saudis bought Newcastle, and now they're pissed off because the minute they bought Newcastle, the league turned around and entered this profit sustainability rules, and they can't spend all the money that they have. They thought they were just going to go and like buy the next Ronaldos and the next Messis, and no one would be able to compete with them because they could pay $1 million a week. Yeah, so there's going to be, and like the players, they can go and sign for like one of the Saudi Arabian teams and live in Madrid.
Yeah.
And that's what they said Zach Lomax was going to do. He was going to live in Madrid and play for, whoever it was, like play for Al Ittihad.
So anyone that doesn't get Luke's reference, the Saudis had WrestleMania and they wanted Yokozuna on there, and he'd been dead for about 5 years. Steven Gerrard signed as a coach. Where's he at now?
Yeah, no, he's not there anymore. He was at Al Ettifaq. So there's four really, really good teams in the Saudi league. There's Al Etihad, the team that Ronaldo plays for, Al Nazir.
Yeah.
Then there was Roberto Firmino's team. They won the Asian Champions League, and there's another one. And then Al Ettifaq are like 7th, and Gerrard signed for them, and he was an unbelievable flop.
Oh, I gotcha. Oh, that was poor.
There we are. Try time.
Well, this is well and truly game on now. Robinson.
Right. I am a Isabel Kelly try away from a big payday.
Oh, hopefully.
Give Saudi Ashley Klein and tell him he's the best ref in the league.
Yeah, there's going to be. I think they bought the golf too, didn't they? And they got the
live golf.
Yeah, it sucks. Like I'm not a fan. I like good sport, and anything that gives the players an opportunity to earn more money, I'm with. That's how I sort of justify it in my head. But yeah, it's tough. I'm not going to lie. Mm-hmm. I've never watched a Saudi boxing event, and I don't plan on starting. The wrestling gets me. I'm a sucker. Yeah, the Prince is watching. I apologize. Hey, look, if you want to buy Outlaws and put your blokes on, fucking bring it.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Or, if you want to fly Dan and I to Saudi Arabia every week to do Outlaws, we're happy. Like, I am for sale.
Mate, we wouldn't last a show over there.
Yeah, that's fair. I am absolutely for sale.
This is confirmed.
Well, this game now,
it's kicked up a little bit, eh? After you said it was
the
boring.
try hasn't been confirmed
Yeah, it looked like a knock on, but I think it's all good.
from the Roosters.
Plus, Chris Butler's in the.
Well, the players have run back from their breath circle.
Yeah. Hold on. Here we go. It's a knock on from Brigginshaw. 100%. Yeah, it's coming back. Hey. Yeah, I saw the comedy festival over there. Bill Barr was on it or something, and he'd been quite critical. And they're like, "What changed your mind?" And he's like, "They moved me to a bigger house." Pretty much. Outlet sponsor like Quad Tower Air. I flew them, I believe, or was it?
Oh, it's unbelievable.
Yeah, to New Zealand on the Airbus. It was really, really nice.
Accidental knock on, still a knock on.
Yeah, but it shouldn't count because that accidental headbutt, remember, from Starling? So that's play on for me.
Mm-hmm.
We're taking the piss. It's not.
Well, I am now a Isabel Kelly and a Julia Robinson try away from a big payday.
There you go.
You watch Isabel Kelly will score now.
Yeah, and then that'll be game over. That's fine by me. What are you doing for the grand final tonight, Terry?
My lounge is just there.
Fantastic. Be sitting on it.
That is where I will be.
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm going to do for dinner, but I will do something.
I am very much the same as you. This is the least I've ever cared about a grand final. Not that I don't think it'll be an amazing game. It just hasn't felt – it's a bitterness. If Cronulla don't make finals, I'm probably really happy about tonight. It's just a bitterness that we lost last week. The head knock.
Yeah, it's sort of like – I think I'm going to watch this out of enjoyment of tonight is we're going to get new premiers. That's the way that I'm psyching myself into it. I think if Penrith were in this grand final again tonight, like as amazing as that would be, it'd be fucking annoying.
Yeah.
I'll be eating pizza alone on the couch. Yeah. You know, Haley, the best company is your own. So for anyone, I'm not a big pizza fan.
No, me neither, but I am lactose intolerant, which probably has a lot to do with it.
Yeah, I'm not like my kids love homemade pizzas, right? And they're so disgusting what they put on there. They put like cabanossi, pineapple, and cheese. Now, I'm a full believer pineapple belongs on a pizza, but not with
Fair enough. I've got
cabanossi.
Chicken tenderloins, I
do like them Fro chicken tenders that you would do. Could go up the shop and get some of them.
So bad. It's 2 hours between games, eh?
Oh, so stupid. Imagine if you were being there as well. You've just sat there all day if you're a Broncos fan watching this, and then you got to wait another 2 hours for the game. It's done.
It's stupid. I should probably go to the gym in those 2 hours. I might not, though. But your boy, Teddy, swims.
Did he pull out?
No, he's playing.
Cool. Cabanossi and all that stuff is so over. Yeah, I hate. Like I don't get me wrong. I love it. I love cooked sausages on a barbecue, but I hate cabanossi. It's revolting.
Terry's a big fan. I don't know who Teddy Swims is, other than he looks like Jelly Roll.
I love Teddy Swims. Like his voice is unbelievable.
I thought it was a good get.
Yeah. 5:30. Yeah, they've mucked around with it for so long. I don't know why they went away from day grand finals. Like, I remember the 99 grand final. We had everyone around my mum's house for a barbecue. And, like come 4 o'clock, everyone was just, so happy and you go to bed early, right? And then they had they brought the night grand finals in 2001 and it just sucks. Brigginshaw!
That's tough. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, here's the moment for Brisbane.
I've
Yeah,
got
the
I've got
NRLW.
the presentation pre-game entertainment at least to make it a little bit more bearable if you're there. Yeah, look fair.
Because when we were there, it was
Mhm.
just the New South Wales Cup beforehand. Was there a girls' game on?
No, the NRLW didn't start back then.
Flag was on in the morning, wasn't it?
2016
I'm pretty
NRL
sure
Grand
Flag was.
Final day. Doesn't tell you.
I can't remember. I just remember watching the second half.
Oh yeah, opening games, Holden Cup.
Yeah.
The Roosters beat the Panthers, which is always good. And then Illawarra beat Burleigh. I did not get there until 20 minutes before. No, we got into the precinct about 3 hours before the game started, but I was so drunk, I just went straight to the pub.
Yeah, we were at the brewery, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, I saw you at the brewery. Yeah, I was there with Phil. Oh, that's a try.
What a time. Here we go. Could be our first.
That's the rookie of the year. That's your rookie of the year, not mine.
No, she's pretty good. Yeah, the AFL had a concert. I remember, was it Katy Perry or that was the AFL, the cricket T20 final. I remember Birds Tokyo played one year, and then they did the Franz Ferdinand because one of the Rewalt got up and sang with them from memory.
Yeah, Katy Perry did. Did she do the NRL or did she do the AFL grand final?
AFL, but she did the pre-show. I remember the girls from the Aussie T20 team were all drunk and up there singing with her in front of 100,000. That was cool. Yeah, I agree. I missed the daytime grand finals, but tonight at 8 o'clock, as much as I bag it, it's all I'm going to care about.
Yeah, look, I think 8 o'clock's too late. It's definitely too late.
6:30 would be perfect.
6:30 would be perfect. Yeah, you get that twilight.
Go to the news at 6. You get your concert during that time. Come back. Sean Johnson's book. Have you read Johnson's book yet, Terry?
Oh,
shocker! She Kiriaratu'd it.
That is a generational slice if ever I've seen one. Where was Kelleher? No, she's not the kicker. Who's the kicker for Brisbane? It's not her. Oh, that was a shocker.
So the No More Post-Game concert ended in 2019. That was fun. I know why they do it because everyone's so drunk and half the crowd go from the losing. Yeah, see, I get annoyed by Sean Johnson because he left and bitched about us for a year because of the John Morris thing. Look, I'm not going to say it hurt. It hurt me because I love Sean Johnson. When we signed him, I was so happy and he was so good for us. But yeah, that doesn't shock me at all.
Yeah, he made no secret on the way out that he loved John Morris and John Morris loved him. And I think as well, the one thing that hurt Sean Johnson was that he had that agreement on a new contract, a new 2-year deal with us. And then when Fitz came in and found out about it, he pulled it because they wouldn't have had the money to sign Hines. So they signed Hines and then they went back to Johnson with a new offer and he said no. And that's when he said, well, good, thank you for your service. And we ended up with Matt Moylan, which I don't know.
Well, it worked for a little while.
Yeah, did it? Because we didn't win a finals game.
Yeah, we did. 2018 against Penrith.
I'm talking about with Nico Hines, you donkey.
Oh, gotcha. Well, you just said Matt Moylan.
Yeah, so we ended up with Matt Moylan and Hines.
Yeah, we did, but I don't blame him for not winning it. Paul makes a good point. 6:30 up there. I keep forgetting Daylight Savings is kicked in.
Yeah, Johnson and I see. The thing was with signing Sean Johnson was we were trying to get Adam Reynolds.
Yeah.
Yeah,
remember we recorded a podcast.
Jardy made all those pictures of Reynolds and Johnson in the halves, and they looked awesome. And then when we got Hines, it was like, are we going to get Hines and Reynolds? But Reynolds had already signed for Brisbane at that time. God, imagine if we had got Adam Reynolds. Fuck, that would have been sick.
Oh, Reynolds and Hines, we win the comp.
Sean is my favourite player ever, even before he came to us for some reason. I don't think you'll find people who will say a bad word about Sean Johnson.
No, absolutely not. So anyone that doesn't know what's going on, Fitzgibbon and Trent Robinson worked together for how many years and were best mates?
Yeah.
He's gone there to ask Fitz how to work with Robinson. And someone took a photo, posted in a group, and suddenly DCE signed it for Cronulla. Yeah, 2020.
Do you know what the even funnier thing is about that? Did the photo actually make it into a group? Because when I asked Sam Shinazi about it, he said that Fitz is on holidays and he couldn't have had lunch with DCE.
Yeah, no, I never saw this photo.
Yeah. Now, I don't think that he's had lunch to ask about Trent Robinson. I think it's just two mates that have gone for lunch. They're the same. They're nearly the same age.
That's completely fair. I also think that if we were seriously recruiting him, you don't do that where people can see you do it.
Oh, why?
I'm just saying that I think if there was a back deal happening, it wouldn't be seen.
How would you be about? See, people have asked me about it, about how I would feel. Oh,
it's a good kick. Oh, well done.
How I'd feel about DCE if it was like a 1 or 2 year, you're moving Hines back to fullback for a year or two, and then you're moving him back to halfback. I don't know.
Looks like Surgis is injured here. It's knee-on-knee contact. Players are going down. Head clashes. Oh, they're going down everywhere. He definitely rang with it, Luke.
He did. It first made it to Triple M, though.
Yeah. Yeah, because you can ring up and give your own. I don't think we'll be signing DCE, Gus. I wouldn't be worried, mate.
Yeah, don't worry about that. Well, if we do though, you like DCE had 21 try assists this year in a Manly team that couldn't move forward. So behind our forward pack, you don't have to worry. Oh, Jesus, the state of her face. You wouldn't have to worry about like DCE being here. He's a good player. My only concern of that would be is that you're moving Hines to fullback, and whilst Hines would be great on those short side attacking sweeps, he's so slow. He'd have to lose a little bit of weight. So
it wouldn't work.
DCE would be our quickest half.
You're right.
Before or after Trindle has a line though, because when he was coked out of the wazoo, he was pretty fucking quick.
He was fast. That's a horrible egg on her face. Yeah, players are down everywhere here. You got Kelly down with a knee. Oh my God.
That's a broken cheekbone if ever you've seen one.
There are two humongous eggs on the faces of these poor girls.
Oh, God.
How is she still conscious? Seriously.
Oh, my God. She has to go off for a HIA. She has to. She said to me, why? Go have a look at your face. It's broken. Your face is broken.
Oh, my God.
If DCE wasn't going to the Roosters, I wouldn't be upset if he turned up at Cronulla. I wouldn't. I'll say it.
I don't know where he goes. There's probably 4 or 5 teams. I thought he was going to the Dolphins. Yeah, 100%.
Cowboys makes probably the most sense.
It's a good shout. Oh, man, that is...
Bulldogs makes a bit of sense.
Everyone to the Bulldogs. Well, they need a halfback, don't they? See,
I honestly think that the Bulldogs would be kicking themselves that they invested that much money into a Leo Thompson so early in the year, because when DCE came off contract, that's the money they needed.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, I would, if DCE came to Cronulla as an assistant, I'd be behind that. I think you need someone like that.
If he turned up as our halfback for a year or two, I wouldn't care.
No, it's not the end of the world. These HIAs are starting to annoy me. If you're a star player, you stay on in big games.
Mello!
She'll score. No, held up. Try. Held up. I don't know.
Belinda Sharp's giving it.
She's giving it. Here we go. Had to be. She's been the most destructive player all game.
DCE is over the hill. DCE had the same amount of try assists as Nico Hines in a forward pack that couldn't go back. No, in a forward pack that went backwards. You reckon Dykes will play it all for the Dogs? He's a backup.
He won't, unfortunately. Yeah, I think Melee's got the Karen White wrapped up.
Isn't it the Karen Murphy?
I don't know.
Oh,
she's not got it down there. It's still up at this stage.
try.
Still up at this stage. Karen Murphy, yeah, no, you're right. I don't think she's got that down.
I think the second effort was a try. That's what they gave last week.
Yeah, but you can't overrule this. But Liam Kennedy would because he's a fucking idiot. Here we go. This will be the shot. It's not
Touch the
down.
ground. It's touched the ground there and there. Bang.
Second one I'm happy with. First one, absolutely not.
Yeah, let's try. Belinda calls it a try, absolute guesswork. Well, she's either going to call it a try or a no try because either way it's going to the bunker, and the bunker's confirmed it. Woohoo!
That's not down.
Second effort was down, Dan.
I don't think it was.
The first one was held up. The second effort, she got it down.
No, I reckon we're going to have a game decided by the fat prick in the bunker. Still plenty of time, mind you. 4.5 minutes.
Go, you Broncos. That's a try. Fight me.
I will. So my idiot mate that I messaged last night, female mate, and said, "Is your butt ready for an almighty kicking?" And then sent her the Chelsea photo, this one. She goes, "Where are you watching it?" And I'm going to say something like 16 hours ago. Yes, which sucks. Chris Sutton.
Is it Chris Sutton or Chris Butler in the bunker?
It's Butler, isn't it?
I thought it was Butler.
So it's going to come down to a guess.
Is Jet Cleary any good? Yes, and he'll be back at Penrith before you know it.
Probably. Let's go. Let's go online, start some shit. Game is going Premiership 1 on a referee guess. So as it stands, the Roosters are going to choke away.
Melee again. Oh, tackle.
Oh, shot.
Yeah, Melee's won the Karen Murphy medal for sure.
Yeah, she's been electric.
Who's winning the Clive tonight? I've got my money on Payne Haas.
I think Walsh. I think he'll do something magic. Yeah, I think
Munster or Harry Grant, but I'm going Payne Haas. I think he's going to play 80 minutes and have a mental game.
Yeah, everyone's saying Haas. It's hard to go past him. So here we go. 2 minutes 35 to go. They've got to go pretty much the length here. Yeah, if Melbourne win, it'll be on the back of Cam Munster. He's the best big game player I've ever seen. You sure? Not going anywhere.
Right. So what I want to say is Kelleher can find so much grass against Cronulla. Her kicking game is incredible. Her kicking game stinks today.
Yeah, I think it's the positioning.
My God, she could find Maddie McCann.
Oh, boo.
Today she's just Tamika Upton's got a big fucking ball on her chest.
Yeah,
I think this set here from the Broncos is one in the game.
They're just killing them up the middle. The Roosters got nothing left.
Yeah. This is what happens when you're not seriously challenged for 18 weeks.
Yeah, and then when you are, you almost lose to Cronulla. That's the play. Minute 20, you got to go 98 metres.
Troll them and let them score out wide. Oh, it doesn't matter. Justin Keller would probably kick it.
Still kick it. Going full screen, we'll go back at the end of this. The Super Team 1 is an advantage over Super Team 2. Broncos ready to celebrate.
Oh, get up. You got to play it. Oh, you idiot. What's she doing here?
Yeah.
Oh.
She's just throwing the game away.
Oh, she's just Charlie Brigginshaw out as well.
She's in all sorts.
Has she dropped it or?
No, I think she got dropped.
Is it a penalty? Is it a penalty or what's happening? Oos!
Oh.
A good shot.
Yeah, I think it's fine. It's more shoulder than anything.
No, that's a penalty.
Shoulder to the head, yeah.
Kelleher and Sturgis have been terrible. They have. Yeah. Jocelyn Kelleher put in an unbelievable performance last week against Cronulla, and she was the worst player on the park today.
Yeah, hard to argue. She's really, really let down. The Roosters centres have done nothing, to be honest.
There we are. Brigginshaw has to go for a HIA. Where was this for Hughes last week?
Where was it for the girl with the egg the size of a house on her face?
She grew a second face.
Dead set. And you got that little love tap putting Brigginshaw out. The doctor's the one that needs the concussion test most of the time, I swear. Here we go, 10 seconds ago, Brisbane about to win the title. And they can turn around and thank Cronulla. There it is. The Roosters' undefeated season counts for naught.
And if you're... Oh, it's on!
Oh, but it was just in the middle.
The girls are swinging.
Wow.
Sore losers. Of course, that little bitch was in there. I hate that fucking Roosters winger.
Yeah. Pressard?
Yeah. Fucking grub that one.
Well, there you go. Brisbane's afternoon's kicked off well. Tamika Upton gets her easy premiership.
Oh, easy. Get out of here. Go on, Tamika. Best player in the world.
Yeah, mate. That's completely...
Hey, you know what? I'm not crying any tears for this Roosters team here. 18 games in a row. They've had 3 games. Oh, now their 4th game, 1-12, and they've lost it. This is what happens when you're not challenged all year.
Yep, completely fair.
I hope Alan Katzman's at home crying over this as well, the fucking Gronk.
He's at the game. He's at his... Fuck. His 62nd grand final. Like, legitimately, he tweeted that. I wish that fight had gone on. That would have been awesome. Good shout from Ghastly. Reece Walsh finals reminds him of Halliburton, who had one of the all-time runs through until his thingy snapped.
Yeah, it does remind me of Halliburton's. Yeah. I don't know. This is incredible. Look at, like, you can see how much it means to them, though. Like, yes, they're part-time footy players, but this is, it's unbelievable for them.
Yeah, absolutely. If you're going to play it, you want to win.
Yeah. The entire Strange team is choked, yeah.
And let's be honest, the competition means more now. Like I laughed a bit when the 4-game season ended in people crying. And I mean, don't get me wrong, you're best at it, but there were 2 serious teams and 2 teams there that were to make up numbers, and they're crying after winning 3 games in a grand final. that was a bit off. This is a genuine season. Like, I know the super teams are what they are, but it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
It's good to see Jess Surgis there looking upset. Again, I'm super bitter. I fully admit it. But
why are you bitter about Jess Surgis?
Just the whole Roosters in general, mate. We should have beaten them last week.
Yeah, fair.
Like Brisbane probably put 40 on us today, but guys, we have another look at our head clash. Oh my god.
Yeah, the four game season was pretty crazy. I have a bad feeling here that they're going to give the Karen Murphy medal to Mika Upton, but it should be Melee.
Of course it should be.
I have a bad feeling that they're going to give it to Mika Upton.
Just for the story.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, cool. Hold on. It's caused some trouble.
Best on ground, Melee Hufanga. Yeah, I agree.
Yep.
She ran for 200 meters, had 68 post-contact meters. Only Julie Robinson had more post-contact meters. Brianna Clark's a great shout for a smoky for this as well. I thought she was really good for them. I think she had 160 meters as well. Tackles. Let's have a look at who were the top tacklers. Brenna Clark had 28 tackles, but she missed 6. Melee had 9. Julie Robinson had 18. That's fucking pretty unreal. Oh. I'm going to say Melee should be the Karen Murphy medalist, but I got a really gross feeling they're going to give it to Upton.
Did Brisbane not do that in the first year, Haley? Or do you mean since it's become like legit? I didn't think Brisbane lost the game for like the first 3 or 4 years or something.
I don't know. When did it start? Like 2018.
Yeah, around then.
Oh, I really thought when the Roosters got in front, I thought that was it. I thought they were just going to run away with it. But Olivia Koenig, man, she had a huge game.
No, that's fair, Hal. Yeah, Warriors dropped out because of COVID, and then they couldn't afford to get back in it. But they're back now, which is good. Unfortunately, they lost a lot of their stars, but they'll get Broughton back, who's the 5'8" today. So that'll be huge. Should see them come a little bit better too. Yeah.
When Romy missed that kick at goal, I was like, oh, that's going to come back and bite him. But my girl Melee.
Still don't see the ball on the ground?
Oh, it hit it twice.
No, definitely not.
I think you're just upset because you're a Roosters fan.
Oh, please. I was actively hoping they'd lose so I could give them the shit that I'm giving them online right now. But.
All right, mate. Look, I think call it a day from us. Thank you, everyone who's tuned in for the year. We will we'll be back next year. We will promise that we will be better than ever. If you can get any better than we are, like this is a professional outfit.
I know.
But we'll be back next year having a well-deserved break from Rugby League Outlaws. From Fins. We'll do a couple of Fins up this week, and then we'll probably won't be back till 2026. Jesus, that's scary to say. So we might do a couple of shows here or there for the Ashes, but I don't think we'll be able to do a live one because they're 3 a.m. I'd like to see a foot race between Nico and Ali Brigginshaw. Geez, I think she probably does him by 20. Thank you. Danny's going to the Dawn with Alan tonight at East Leagues Club. Thanks, everyone. Sensational season. If you haven't already, please like and subscribe to the Rugby League Outlaws YouTube channel. And until next year.
Thanks, guys.